start believing that God is going to do awesome things. Amen?
Yes,
Amen. We as God's people, if we don't believe it, who will?
All right now.
You know, my former pastor, the late Pastor Dylon, says it's often hard to start off wrong and expect to end up right.
Well,
my first Sunday, we might as well start off right.
Amen.
Yes.
My name is pronounced Dylon. Dylon.
Okay.
So, I might as well get it right. I grew up all my life having teachers mispronounce it, and so I'm used to it. But if we're going to start off, we might as well understand it. Amen. Well, again, I greet my friends in the awesome name, our slain but risen Savior. And that should get us excited, you know, because our Savior is risen. That's what makes us different. And one day we're going to really dig deep into this one Bible study, or maybe one day in the pulpit. We don't have to be able to try to explain everything about God and all of our history. But my goodness, the one thing we can stand on is that Jesus got up.
All right, child. All right, child. All right.
And this is why the church still exists, because he got up.
Yes,
and we
he
stand on that. And no other faith in the world can speak that with confidence that Jesus got up. Amen? Amen. So that's why he's our slain, but he's our risen Savior. And we serve our risen Savior. Well, my friends, again, I'm excited to be here on this first Sunday. I thank you for receiving me as your pastor. I'm peacock proud and honeymoon. And can I tell you why I'm excited? You know I'm excited because I get excited when I see God about to do something. I get excited when I see God about to do something. I'm not just saying, I really do. And God is up to something. I'm so excited. Amen. And I'm glad that he allowed me to be a part of this. Pray with me this morning, St. Paul. Father in heaven, Lord, again, we thank you. We are just glad to be here. Oh, Lord, someone had a great idea one night, or last night, rather. They had a great idea, a great thought, great intention to come out to worship, but for whatever reason, they did not wake up. But God, you chose to wake us up.
Thank you, Lord.
God, we thank you and praise you. I thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be a pastor, allowed to be a proclaimer of your word. And Lord, I thank you for the word that you have given me today.
Yes, Lord.
And so, Lord, I ask and pray that you speak to me, Lord, and indeed speak through me. Bless those who have traveled out to receive your word. And as always, Lord, I pray your word, your living word, is manifested and reflected in their daily lives, in their walk, in their talk, in their most personal thoughts. For it's indeed in the powerful name of Jesus the Christ, all your people collectively says, amen. Amen. Well, my friends, if you have your Bibles with you, if you have an electronic device with you, however you're recording God's word, I'm going to ask that you turn with me to the book of Isaiah, Isaiah 43.
All right.
Isaiah 43. Book of Isaiah, chapter 43. And we're going to read starting with verse 15. I'm going to be reading from the New Living Translation. Some of you may have King James, New International Version, New American Standard, but from where I sit, the word is still the word. Amen? Amen. It's all God's word. And here is how the New Living Translation records Isaiah 43, beginning with verse 15. I am the Lord, your Holy One, Israel's Creator and King. I am the Lord who opened the way through the waters, making a dry path through the sea. I called forth the mighty army of Egypt with all its chariots and horses. I drew them beneath the waves and they drowned, their lives snuffed out like a smoldering candlewick. But forget all that. It is nothing compared to what I am going to do. For I am about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. The wild animals in the fields will thank me. The jackals and owls too for giving them water in the desert. Yes, I will make rivers in the dry wasteland so my chosen people can be refreshed. And verse 21 says, I have made Israel for myself, and they will someday honor me before the whole world. You may be seated, my friends, in the awesome presence of the Lord. And today I want to talk to you about forget all that.
All right.
Forget all that. As we continue, my friends, on our journey through life, it never fails that we are going to have some bad days.
That's right.
Things are not going to always go our way. We're going to get into a disagreement with our boss. We're going to have an argument with our loved ones. The car is going to break down. We're going to have a huge mechanic bill that we don't know that we can even pay. It just never fails. No matter how hard we try, we're going to have bad days.
All right.
And sometimes, can I be truthful, those bad days will turn into bad weeks. And next thing you know, those bad weeks will turn into bad months.
All right.
And while we may not particularly like that, we have come to accept them, and in some cases, deal with those bad days.
That's right. That's
And
right.
here's my question to you this morning, St. Paul. What do we do when our bad days, our bad weeks, our bad months turn into bad years?
All right.
How can we handle it when year after year, it just never seems to get better? In fact, it only seems to be getting worse.
All right.
The bills are piling up while our resources are continuing to go down. Health issues are keep coming in and playing in our body. We seem like we've got our doctor's number on speed dial. Loneliness and depression is now beginning to creep into our household. And we get to the point where we just cannot seem to catch a break.
All right.
And in the midst of all this, my friends, we're still trying to remain faithful Christians. We still come out to worship, only to leave worship and have to go back to worrying. We're still trying to walk with the Lord, but sometimes it seems like we're just walking by ourselves. And we may begin to wonder, where is the Lord? When is He going to do something about my situation? We see others getting blessed, and we hear their testimony. And while we are happy for them, we can't help but wonder, when am I going to be able to give my testimony about how the Lord delivered me, how the Lord gave me my breakthrough?
All right.
When am I going to be able to say that the Lord restored my children, brought peace back into my home? Who am I talking to this morning, St. Paul? Because someone can identify with that.
Yes.
In today's text, we see the prophet Isaiah.
Yes.
And he's writing to the children of Israel, but specifically he's talking to Judah,
All right.
the southern kingdom. And what makes this passage of Isaiah so interesting is that for the most part, up to this point, all that Isaiah has been writing about is the present suffering of the nation of Israel and how the Lord was going to deal with them and deal with their enemies. And that's what he's been talking about. But when you get to chapter 40 of Isaiah, he begins to talk about their future.
All right.
He begins to talk about that things are going to happen,
My Lord.
both good and bad.
Yes.
And in the process of doing it, St. Paul, Isaiah is continuing to offer words of encouragement about how the Lord is going to deliver and bless his people. And while all that sounded good, the challenge was the people were going through a bad time right now.
All right.
My Lord.
Some scholars estimate that this passage or this book was written around 700 BC, give or take. And we know that during that time frame, the northern kingdom of Israel, where those 10 tribes were, had already been wiped out by the Assyrian army in 722 BC.
All
They
right.
were completely gone.
All right.
And all that remained out of God's people was the southern kingdom, Judah, and this little bitty tribe called Benjamin.
That's right.
My Lord.
And now, this Assyrian army, this powerful army who had wiped out the northern kingdom, had their eyes set on Judah. And Judah, we know, was no longer as powerful a nation as they were when King David was king, or when his son Solomon sat on the throne. They were no longer as powerful. They were now a broken and bruised nation, and other nations were picking on them, bullying them, slapping them around. They no longer had the power that they once had.
Well.
And so Isaiah, he's the prophet. He's trying to encourage them, because that's what we do, my friends. When we love and care for someone, we try to encourage them. We try to lift them up. We try to let them know that things are going to get better. The situation is going to improve. We let them know that restoration is coming, that God is still sitting high.
Oh, yes, He is.
Amen.
We let them know that weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. But the problem is, they're still going through the problem while we're speaking, and they're wondering, when is that morning going to come?
That's right.
My Lord, my Lord.
And so Isaiah, as he's trying to encourage them, he begins to add a different twist to his encouragement. He adds a fresh perspective, because the first thing Isaiah lets them know is, he begins to talk about yesterday.
All right.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Look at verses 15 through 17. The Lord, He is well aware of Judah's predicament and how they're surrounded, they're small nations surrounded by all these powerful kingdoms. And He knows what they're thinking. The Lord knows they are concerned and they are worried.
Yes, Lord.
They saw what happened to the northern kingdom and how the Assyrians wiped them out. And so they are worried and concerned that if it can happen to them, it can certainly happen to us.
Yes, Lord.
And so, my friends, in order to calm their fears, the Lord has Isaiah remind them about yesterday.
Oh, my Lord.
In other words, the Lord has Isaiah remind them that the nation of Judah, Isaiah remind the nation of Judah what God has done for them in times past. And he does this by reminding them of the most dramatic rescue event ever occurred in the history of this world. He's going to remind them about the Red Sea.
All right.
All of Israel, and to include Judah, knew about this event. They knew about this story. This story was being passed on from generation to generation. Parents were telling their children and what God had done for their forefathers when they came to that Red Sea.
Yes, Lord.
And I can imagine that this story was so great that it was always told when there was family get-togethers and they have cookouts and everyone's getting around the barbecue and they're talking about what God has done for their nation.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
Lord.
I can imagine that the children, they would sit around and while the older folks would begin to tell them what was told to them about what God did when they approached the Red Sea. And the story would start something like this. They would say how they were rescued from the Egyptian slavery led by Moses. And as they tell the story, they said they're on their way to the land of promise. And when all of a sudden someone looked up and saw a cloud of dust. All right. And they realized that this was Pharaoh's mighty army. And he was coming after them. And there was about 2 million of these free slaves. And they were all in a panic. And as they're telling this story to their children, and they're saying, we were trapped. And Pharaoh's new army was coming behind us. And in front of us was the Red Sea. And we had nowhere to go. Surely our forefathers were going to die. And each time I can imagine as this story is being told, the children's eyes are getting wider and wider. They know how it is, but they can't help but hearing this story over and over. So the Israelites, that goes on the story, are trapped there. But then all of a sudden, Moses steps up and he raises his hand over the sea. And once Moses raises his hand, the weather begins to change.
All right.
The wind begins to pick up. It was a strong east wind. And it blowed all day and all night. And no one knew what was happening until someone happened to see that. There was a split starting to happen between us.
All right.
Something was beginning to happen with the waters. They didn't know what was going to become of this, but they knew all of a sudden something was separating.
Yes, Lord.
And by the time the wind stopped, they realized that there was a wall of water on the left and a wall of water on the right, and there was a pathway all the way through the sea to the point that the ground was dry. And they were telling this story to the kids regularly, and everyone was excited, and they would cheer when they would hear this, but it didn't stop there. And they told them that they all made their way across that sea, all about the dry land, all 2 million of these free slaves.
Yes, Lord.
And they say how the Egyptian army tried to follow them.
Their
horses and chariots. but God closed up the sea.
Yes.
And they all drowned.
My Lord.
That was the story they were saying.
Mm-hmm.
That was yesterday.
All right.
My
All
Lord.
right.
And God was telling Isaiah to remind them everyone about what he did for them yesterday.
All right.
He took out the entire Egyptian army. Because
Yeah.
God wants to know if he delivered them yesterday,
Yeah.
he can certainly deliver them today.
Amen.
They have a mindset. If they have the mindset that God was able to take care of them yesterday, they don't have no need to worry about today.
All right.
And St. Paul, that's a message for someone who walked through the doors this morning.
Well,
Because the truth be told, we all have a yesterday.
Yes.
When God stepped in and rescued us from a situation, we all
Well.
have a yesterday. When the Lord showed up at just the nick of time.
Well.
Some of you sitting here today, your yesterday may have been when the Lord got you that job.
Well.
A line of people who were more qualified than you. You had yesterday when the Lord somehow showed up and managed your finances. You had yesterday when they were talking layoffs at the job, and somehow our name did not show up on that list.
All right.
Can I be honest with you, St. Paul? Because we ain't all been saved. That's our yesterday, man. When the Lord saved us from going to jail.
All right.
Even though we know we deserved it.
Yeah.
All the Lord is saying to us this morning, if he did it yesterday,
Yeah.
bless St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church yesterday.
Yeah.
He can do it today.
Yeah.
The songwriter says, when I look back over my life,
Yeah.
Lord, my Lord.
Yeah.
I can truly say
Yeah.
I've been blessed.
Yeah.
I got a testimony.
Yeah.
I did back then.
Yeah.
Doing now. Jesus was a friend yesterday.
Yeah.
He's a friend now. Say,
Yeah.
you ought to get excited about that.
Well. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
The Lord, he wants Isaiah
Yes.
to tell them about yesterday.
My
Yes.
Lord.
That church said yesterday.
Yesterday.
But can I tell you a little bit more that's in this text?
All right.
Because not only did he want them to tell about yesterday,
Uh-huh.
he wanted them to tell them about tomorrow.
All
right.
right
Touch
now.
your neighbors and now we're going to talk about tomorrow.
Now we're
Yeah.
going to talk about tomorrow.
All right.
This is verses 18 to 20. I'm not making this up. Now, let me
Yes,
let
go
me
ahead,
clear
baby.
with
Go
St.
ahead
Paul.
now.
When I read this,
Mm-hmm.
I struggled with this passage of scripture.
My
And
Lord.
I'm not saying the message you hear. I truly struggle with this passage of scripture. And the reason why I struggle with this passage is because of the instruction God gave to Isaiah.
All right.
God told Isaiah to tell them, forget all that.
All right.
The greatest rescue event ever to occur in the history of the world. 2 million people are saved by the parting of the Red Sea. And God tells Isaiah to tell his people, forget all that.
All right now.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, why would God want his people to stop thinking about the great things he's done? Why would God want his people to forget how he saved them and drowned Pharaoh's army in the Red Sea?
Well.
I couldn't figure it out.
All right.
But then it came to me. It came to me.
Well.
I thought about that song by Boys to Men.
All right.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
All right.
That's an awesome, awesome song. And you know that song was sang by G.C. Cameron years ago in the movie Coolie High. You all know that. We ain't gonna say all of that. Come on.
All right.
But I think I like the Boys to Men rendition much more. In fact, I think it's always going to be a classic. But I was arrested by the words of that song when it says, I don't know where this road is going to lead.
All right.
All I know is where I've been
Uh-huh.
and what we've been through. But then this what caught me. He says, and if we get to see tomorrow,
Well.
I hope it's worth all the wait.
Uh-huh.
It's so hard to say goodbye
All right.
to yesterday.
All right. All right.
And that's when it got me. This song is not only singing about yesterday,
Uh-huh.
this song is struggling to let go of yesterday.
All right. All
In
right.
fact, this song is saying that yesterday was so good that they don't even know if tomorrow is worth waiting for.
All
In
right.
other words, they don't even know if tomorrow is going to be better than yesterday.
All right.
They're struggling to let go of yesterday.
All right.
In the text, God had already reminded them about the Red Sea. And again, this was a story that was told over and over to generation and generation.
Lord.
It made them feel good to see how God has saved them.
Yes.
But the problem was not that they remembered the past.
All right.
The problem, my friends, was that they dwelled in the past.
All right.
All right.
Let me get you. Come get you.
Come on, man.
The late philosopher and poet George Santayana, he had these words in his quote. You've heard it before. It says, "Those who cannot remember the past
Well.
are condemned to repeat it."
Yes.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. And what George Santayana was saying was, it's okay to remember the past. You should remember the past because if you remember the past, you avoid the mistakes you made in the past.
All
you
right, all right.
avoid those pitfalls and potholes.
Yes,
and you'll make
Lord,
better
yes,
decisions
Lord.
as you move forward. So he
Yes.
said it's good to remember the past. But the problem is, far too often, we want to dwell in the past.
All right,
we
child.
dwell in the
Say it,
past.
baby, say it now.
And we never move forward.
Yes, Lord.
And so in the text, the Lord tells Isaiah, you tell the children of Israel, forget all that.
All right now, all right.
Well,
And it's not because the Lord wanted them to literally forget all that he had done for them, but he wanted them to stop dwelling in the past.
Amen.
And can I give you a couple of reasons why he wanted them to stop dwelling? Let me give you a couple of reasons. First reason, as long as the children of Israel dwelt in the past,
My Lord.
they would never see nor believe that deliverance was coming.
Yes.
All right.
They would never believe their current situation or circumstance would improve. All they could see
Yes, Lord.
was the good old days.
All right.
My Lord.
Because that's how we get
Yes,
sometimes.
Jesus.
St. Paul, that's how we get
Yes.
sometimes.
Yes.
We love those good old days.
Uh-huh.
And the good old days, can I tell you about the good old days?
Go ahead,
All right.
In the
baby.
good
Go
old
ahead.
days, we had hair in the good old days.
All right.
In the good old days, our bodies were in better shape. In the good old days, we had better music,
Great
better
job,
songs,
oh,
and
yeah.
everything just seemed to be better in the good old days.
All
right.
And sometimes we don't want to let go of those good old days.
Yeah.
We still think about who we dated in high school.
All
right.
We still think about the day we scored the winning touchdown on the football field.
All right.
The jump game winning jump shot on the basketball court.
Yes,
How
Lord.
popular we were in school. Everyone wanted to hang around and sit at our lunch table.
All right.
Be on our road.
Well,
God
well.
be praised. Those were the good old days.
All right.
All
All right.
We don't even stop there.
Yes,
We want to
Lord.
bring those good old days even into the church.
All right, my Lord.
For
Say it,
some of us,
honey.
those were some good old days.
Uh-huh.
And when we hold on to those good old days,
Well.
we don't want to let go of some of our traditions.
Yeah.
We don't want to let go of some of our
Go ahead now.
We don't want to let go of some of our old programs.
Yes,
We don't
yes.
compromise. Those were the good old days.
All right
And
now.
what we try to do, we keep trying to repeat that process.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
Hoping that lightning will strike twice.
My Lord, my Lord.
God is saying, forget all that.
All
It's
right,
time
all
to
right.
move forward. It's time to move on.
Yes,
You cannot
Lord.
keep dwelling in the past.
Yes.
In the end, the children of Israel, they were dwelling in the past and could not see
well,
the situation getting better. So they kept talking about the Red Sea.
Well.
yes.
But that's the first reason why God didn't
Yes,
want them to dwell in the
Lord.
past.
All right.
Well,
Let me give you the other reason. The second reason why God did not want them to dwell in the past
Well.
is that as long as they kept focusing on what God did for them yesterday,
All right, child.
they were never even going to imagine that God can make it better tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
In their minds, as long as they stayed in the past, dwelt in the past, that was the pinnacle of what God can do.
Well.
They're saying, He opened up the Red Sea. He cannot do better than that.
My Lord,
That's what
my
happens
Lord.
when you dwell in the past.
Okay.
They were placing a limit on what God was going to do for them based upon what happened yesterday.
All right.
And beloved, can I tell you, sometimes we try and place God in a box.
All right,
Based on
child.
our limited understanding of
Yeah.
what we know about God.
Yeah.
And what we're really saying is, if I haven't seen God do it,
Uh-huh.
then He cannot do it.
Mercy.
And we walk around with that type of mentality and we live shortchanged or defeated lives because of our limited imagination.
Well.
And some of us here this morning,
Yes, Lord.
not only do we dwell in the past
Well.
on the good things,
Uh-huh.
can I tell you,
Go ahead.
We blown the past on the bad things.
All right
Mercy.
now.
Well,
What do I mean? What do I mean?
Go ahead now.
She told you that she didn't love you anymore.
Uh-huh.
She left town with your best friend.
Uh-huh.
But that was 20 years ago.
Ah.
You can't let that go.
Uh-huh.
You walked out on you, taking all the bucks and left you with the bills.
All right.
You still have the kids. But now the kids are in college and you still cannot let go of the past.
Well,
The
see.
job promised you a promotion, only to find out that you were getting a pink slip. And that was years ago. And for some of us,
Go
our
ahead,
third
child. Go
grade
ahead,
teacher
child.
comes from recess 25
Well,
years ago.
well,
And
well.
we still cannot let that out of our minds.
All
right.
Your past may mean you used to use drugs.
Well.
You used to sleep around.
Yeah.
You would fight and cuss every time someone got on
All
your
right
nerves.
now,
all right.
You would lie and gossip and character assassinate everyone who didn't agree with you. You used to be
Yes,
homeless.
Lord.
And God is telling you this morning,